Your girl, I Sparkle in the building, and I am Andy Herb. And we are still on our men's mental health awareness journey because it is June, and June is men's mental health awareness. Okay. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to keep coming back with more videos. Anything you want to say, I Sparkle?
Not really. Just hey y'all. Hope y'all, enjoy the time with y'all.
Yes, I believe we do because y'all know we are here for our brothers and we want to talk to our military brothers this week. Okay, we understand that you guys are going through things, you guys feel certain ways, getting out of the army, being discharged. It comes with a lot of emotions and feelings, right, Sparkle?
Very, very true. Some that y'all may not know how to explain, y'all may not understand, and sometimes you hesitate to gain that understanding. So we just want to let you know it's okay.
It is definitely okay. And we are going to drop a link on the description section of this video so you can watch a video of a veteran named David. And he pretty much talks about how life changed for him when he got discharged from the army. So pretty much, David got medically discharged from the army. He was shot, unfortunately, and he does start off by telling how he lost his friend, and in that process, he gained some survivor's guilt. Do you think a lot of people know what survivor's guilt is, Sparkle?
I would say so, but it don't hurt to, explain it.
Okay, so I feel like it's on different levels, but in the level that he felt survivor's guilt on was the fact that him and his friend were both in the traumatic situation and he got to walk away from that situation and his friend died. So pretty much he feels guilty that he was the one that survived. So that's an added level of stress to your life as a veteran,
Mhm.
as a man, as a person, as a human. That's that's a level of added stress. Not only is he dealing with the stress of, his friend being discharged himself, going back to being a regular citizen, that's an adjustment that he really had to come to grips with because you're going from a structured life in the military and all this crazy stuff is happening and now you're back in regular civilization and you're just supposed to act normal and act like you didn't see or go through the things that you just went through. And a lot of you guys are probably like David. You're probably not going to seek help right away. Most people don't. And that's okay. Right, Sparkle?
It's very much okay because again, you're still trying to process it. You're still trying to understand it. You're still trying to deal with it yourself. Sometimes you make the wrong choices in doing so. Like our friend, he shared in his video, he tried to take his life. You know what I'm saying? It could lead to that. It could lead to you hurting yourself, others. It could lead to a lot of things. So, it's just always good to find a way to open up about it. It may be hard. Ask questions first. You may not even talk about yourself. Make it about a friend if you don't want to make it known that it's you, but seek that advice, seek that help.
They do. And not only did he, talk about suicide was on the charts, he talked about addiction. He struggled with opioids.
Mm-hmm.
He struggled with
Yeah.
alcohol. He struggled with both of those things when he left the military. He struggled from moving between homes. He said he was homeless for a while because he had nowhere to go in between houses of friends and family. And also, I do want to mention, he mentioned a part about where, he wants to feel like he's in a place where he belongs and he wants to feel that respect that he had when he was in the military because he went from being a sergeant to just what he said, I'm just plain junior at home, right? I just
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that same respect that I got in the military. And he was like, David, the person I am at home, he gets no respect. So that's
Yeah.
another added level of stress added to your plate
Right.
where you
It's
trying
like you went from being this higher up, everybody looking up to you, everybody, sir, yes, sir. And now they like, David, what are you doing? Junior, come in here and do it.
and they're
Who
probably
are these people
cussing.
you calling out? My name is Sergeant such and such. Not no more.
Yeah,
That's snatched from you. Then what you gonna do?
they
It's
feel
a
like
it's
a
a
nobody.
definite adjustment. Yeah.
And that can take a toll on you. It really does because um It's just like losing he lost his job. So a lot of us know what it feels like to lose a job or maybe be demoted. That can, bring extra stress down on you as well. And it doesn't help if you're not willing to seek help, because at some point it's all going to just spill over. And I think that spillover point for David was when he was thinking about killing himself, when he really thought suicide. And
He
it's
saw his
something.
mother's eyes. He saw his mother's eyes and the pain he was causing her. And it took that for him to be like, man, I need to take my life back. I need to seek help. I'm to the point of where I'm hurting my mother. She don't deserve to see me like this. She loves me. She cares for me. And I'm not letting her in. I need to find a way. And I'm just glad that he did.
Yeah, definitely. He found his sense of belong. When he went into that program he called NAMI on the video, he said they helped him get the help that he needed, and I just want to tell you guys, get the help you need as well. Whatever that is for you. I promote therapy full heartedly. I really do. I think having somebody to talk to is a great thing at the end of the day, somebody outside of your friends and family, because they don't know you to judge you. So that's
Right.
gonna be totally off the table when you talk to a therapist most of the time. And Seven Cups is free. They have free listeners on Seven Cups. So please, utilize whatever resources that you have at your fingertips.
Yes. There's so many out there. Please take advantage. When you feel like you have no one, just know that you have many, many ways to, have that outlet, that release, that ear that you need, at first. Find ways, look for that. Save your life.
Yeah, we know it's an adjustment, and we just feel like we need to shed more light on these things about men and veterans, both together, because it's a struggle for us in the Black community to get the mental health help that we need. A lot of us don't think we need help from mental health. A lot of Black people love to say God is my therapist, okay, but God put therapists on this earth to help you. So I think you should take that into account when you are saying those things, that God is your therapist, because he actually put those here for you to use them. Okay. Now, I just
Yeah.
want to tell you about something that I think is really cool because it's interactive and is going to help you out in the long run. I call it can and can't control. So when you're in these stressful situations, maybe you're just in a situation where you're feeling really pressured, you should sit down and write out what you can and can't control. How does that help people out when they write out what they can and can't control, like Sparkle?
Kind of gives them a clear visual of, okay, maybe I shouldn't stress myself out over this. This is out of my control. This is over my head. Okay, so I could have did this differently. This is in my control. It helps you not to be as hard on yourself. It helps you understand that there may not have been anything you could have done to change the outcome of that, but it helps you accept those outcomes and work through them too.
It does. And it helps me when I'm feeling bad, like on days that I'm waking up feeling depressed and feeling like I'm stuck. I write out things I can and can't control. It might be the same as yesterday, it might be something different, but I tell you, I'm gonna use work as an example here because work is something that really grinds my gears at this point in my life. So, at work, can I control everything I sparkle?
Negative. You cannot.
No,
You cannot.
I cannot control
So
everything at work. What were you saying?
what's out in my control, I got. What's out of my control, leave it alone. Let it be.
That's
Let it
exactly
be.
what we want you to do. Let it be. So, like, I feel like at work, I can control, my productivity. I can control what I'm doing at work to help my productivity. I can control my responses. I can take responsibility, because that's taking control of what I have control of.
Right.
I can control these things and I don't have to worry about the outcome because I know the outcome of what's going to happen if I control these things. Now, I can't control management. I can't control
Yep.
the business standards. I can't control my work schedule. I agreed to this work schedule when I signed up for the job. It's not something that I can just go change just because I don't feel like working it anymore.
Exactly.
So, knowing that I can't control my productivity, my actions, my responses, my responsibility, those are the things I'm going to focus on. If I'm not
Right.
making, what I need to make, then I got other strategies, that I put in place for that. That's something that I can't control. I can control how I respond to my coworkers and the clients that we speak to. Because
That's
there's no sense for me
that's
to,
very much in your
spread negative
control.
energy everywhere, right?
Ooh, go away, go away.
Please
Mm-mm.
go away because we don't need it here and we don't want it here. So that's a good assignment for you guys, whoever's watching, whenever you find this video, write out what you can and can't control in whatever situation you're in. It works for everybody, and I think it's going to help take off some of that stress. It's going to help you realize what you are. It's going to help you realize your abilities and what you can really do. Because worrying about what you can't control is useless. It's pointless. You can only worry about what you can control and improve on it.
That's very
So,
true. And it'll help you. It'll help you a lot. I'm just saying that you might open the fountain of youth with that. Save yourself some stress marks, some gray hairs. Don't stress on everything because you cannot control everything that happens in your day. You can control your response to it. That's gonna make you, live a lot easier if you just start understanding that.
you can. Just sit down and write down what you can and can't control, and I think that's a good start to helping you maybe feel like what other steps you might need to take to help your situation and to help your mental health. But mostly what your next steps are gonna be in that situation is a good place to start. So we're gonna always continue to come back with more mental health videos. We're getting into doing more interactive things. I did do the can and can't control list. Like it really works. So I'm gonna probably post one somewhere so that you guys can see the mental health work that we do, because we're just not up here, talking. We do these things too. So don't forget to like, share,
Yeah.
and subscribe, and please come back next time.
Stay max to the black, y'all.
It's maximum blackness.